Can't guess. It's polka, isn't it? No. Yeah.
I spin in circles, I scream to the void. A flooded oasis, my rage is employed. A storm in my chest, it burns and destroys. Dance with the chaos, spin till you fall. It burns and screeches the end of it all. Round and round until we crawl. This is the inferno, the polka brawl. Your lies are balloons, they pop in my face. I'll stop on the floor, leave no empty space. A carnival riot, no room for disgrace. Buttons clicking, hearts are ticking. Heads are flying, skies are splitting. Dance with the chaos, spin till you fall. A bird and screeches the end of it all. Round and round until we crawl. This is the inferno, the polka brawl. The tuba's a demon, the snare drum's a beast. The accordion fury will never be safe. This is a battle of musical faith. The polka goes harder than hell's unleashed.
Dude, we made that song by accident. Like that was a test. That wasn't supposed to be like the song, but that song rules. It's amazing.
I spin in circles, I scream to the void. A flooded oasis, my rage is employed. A storm in my chest,
Awesome.
it burns and destroys.
I don't know, man. Don't worry about it. The double bass drum polka is great, but the vocal is like, I don't know. The end is amazing. This part, right here. this part gets me every time. Do I have a link for it? Yeah, sure. Here. What's it called? Accordion Inferno. I'll link it in both chats. So happy and angry at the same time. It's awesome. It's so good. All right. This is part 3 for Yaksville. The Yak will return to the Yak. And yeah, here we go. Dude, after the blur that was last week of my summer car power playing, I don't even remember where we're at here. We're gonna have to figure this out. All right, let's roll.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Bet up 20-month resub. Thank you. We have to see where we are with the yak. The gigantic yak. Alright, Alright. This is Yaksville. Yaksville is very yak the yak. Alright. So I did get a highway going. The reservoir. That's what we were doing. Yeah, I was gonna make a diversion. I was gonna take this highway and the train tracks, and I was gonna make them go up here. And I was gonna divert them around the cliff edge here so we could build a gigantic reservoir here. That's what we were doing. But if I'm remembering correctly, I did not have the money to finish that project. We still have to build out all the coffers. That is a big, big project. It's gonna need a lot more than 16 grand in the coffers. So we're gonna have to keep building for a little bit. I saw that Anna Menon became a NASA astronaut today. Astronaut candidate. Yeah. Question on something. Would she get the gold wings because of Polaris, or is it only if you go up as a NASA astronaut? I have no freaking idea, dude. This is unprecedented. This has never happened before. I have no clue. It's kind of cool because Anna and her husband are both astronauts at this point. Which is, yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, Anna's husband is Anil Menon. He's Anil is a fighter pilot and also a NASA astronaut. Like, you know, that's cool. Yeah, freaking both astronauts. That, you know, that family's kids are gonna be freaking brain surgeons, dude. Alright, so game's looking for, we have a pretty good residential, commercial, and industrial demand across the board. So it looks like it wants some industrial, so we'll throw down for some industrial. Ah, yes. Laundromat. Great business. I need to poop! 63-month resub. Thank you. Oh, we got a little bit of a fire going on over here. Score. Oh. Electrical. Put another wind turbine up here to supplement our coal. Hey, Andy. Long time no see. Can you give a quick rundown on your city? Well, this is only part 3, so we barely started here. I wanted to start a new city because I was fixing one of my buddy's cities, and he was playing on this map. And I like this map. This map is cool. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with a cool peninsula with a river going through it and stuff. So, yeah. This is Yaksville. Yaksville started out over here, and I've been just slowly expanding it. Are you still alive in MSC? Yes. Got a little bit of demand for commercial. So I started over here, and then I expanded this way, built the boulevard, built the highway interchange to the boulevard, and then expanded the boulevard down here to the docks. We moved into working on these fishing harbors here, and you can see they make fish. And then I also have a fish factory here, so we get fresh commercial goods in the form of fish. And we will eventually expand down here. But what I really want to do with this map is I wanted to build out a gigantic reservoir over here. What kind of fish? The watery kind. Game looks different. Like, I played it when it got released, but wow, the graphics for insane. Got insane? It might be because I'm rendering it in 4K on this computer. That probably has a lot to do with it. It's my computer. My computer can handle the nice graphics. But yeah, the game is pretty much the same. Don't reservoirs go on the mountains because of gravity and stuff? Well, yeah, but this whole thing is uphill. What I want to do, what we started doing is figuring out how we want to move our highway. And we spent a lot of time looking on Google Earth, looking at areas that have irrigation like this. Southern California was a pretty big influence here. If you notice, I made a flat area right there. We made a cut in the terrain. That is where eventually I'm going to move this highway. We're going to get rid of this stretch of highway and move it and the railroad tracks that are next to it. I might make the tracks not go up through the pass like this. There's a pass right here that has the railroad tracks going through it, and I don't know how I don't know how we'll handle that. Either way, what I want to do is make the highway go up this hill, up here, right, and go and cut on the hillside here. And to the left of the highway, I want to put a big reservoir, pretty much right here. We'll put a dam here, and we'll make a spillway that goes into the pre-existing river, etc., etc. But in order to do that, we got to move the highway. But moving the highway is going to cost a pretty penny. That's going to be a project that we got to save up some money for, because this city is still relatively new. The idea is that I want hydroelectric power powering this city, at least for the interim, right? There is oil deposits here, and we can pretty much make a pretty thriving oil industry off of this if we want to, which I probably will end up doing. But yeah. It's kind of where we're at. I must inform you that you've just created and consumed your first ever peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it was absolute fire. Okay. So it's looking for some residential, so we will zone some residential. You don't want to add residential too quickly. But yeah, this all seems to be working well. How's their school budget looking? Okay, not bad. City, for the most part, is running really well. Plus 4,500 a week. We can lower the taxes just a little bit. I like keeping the taxes low to incentivize. If your taxes are low, your demand for people wanting to move in will go up. In your opinion, which to you before City Skylines 1 or 2? In your opinion, which do you prefer? I think Cities 1 is more feature complete. Cities 2 has the potential to be better, but Cities 1 is more feature complete. If that makes sense. The fences are to zone buildings on a curve. And you let buildings get built there and then delete the fences? Skit, you could. But making the fences come back might screw with the zoning, and the building could just disappear.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hi, Bob! 23-month sub, marriage anniversary. 23 years young. Hope you're well, Rocket Man, and thank you for all the streams, laughs, and knowledge. You're welcome, old boy. What's going on, man? EJ, is Cities 2 the newest city building game? Yeah? I think so. Yeah, the music's good. Just listening to the tunage, dudes. I mean, I wanted to work on this highway project, but I mean, we can maybe start clearing trees, I suppose. Original. I disagree. We could make this a bigger circle by, yeah, that should be enough to put a 2-lane, 2-way cut in there. The other thing we're going to have to think about is if we divert the highway and make the highway go around the corner right here, we're going to have to fix this interchange too. Something to ponder. Are you upholding a no pause rule? No. Not in cities. That's something you're gonna have to do in workers. You know, not in cities. It don't matter. In cities, no big deal. Oops. I was trying to click on that building to see what it needed. Well, I still had the bulldozer tool open, and they had asbestos. Yeah, had to demo it. They had this asbestos. The asbestoses. Okay. That's all. No ticket. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like, there we go. I'm giving them a turning lane here. We'll do that over here too. 6-lane median road. I wish we could make the median flow together and not put an interchange right there. I'm wondering if going here like this, junctions. Yeah, okay, it doesn't register it as a junction. Good. This is essentially just making a dedicated turning lane right there. Should help with traffic flow here a little ways. And then making this road double should increase our capacity for this on-ramp, then separate cars going left and going right. There we go. See? Now they're gonna be sorted correct. Now they'll be sorted correctly, except for those guys that took a right-hand turn from the left turning lane. You know, that's fine, whatever. Any mods? Schnooze, I got a couple of mods here and there. Move it tool, a couple of other things. I'm just making that bigger so it doesn't look scoopy on the road. I dig the traffic mod you were just talking about. Traffic presidential. I don't have that, believe it or not. Not in stock cities. Or not in... I'm having trouble braining today, excuse me. I don't have traffic presidential in this. I don't use it in cities. I can work with the stock traffic movement. It's fine. I can figure it out. In fact, I like playing this way. I like figuring out what makes the game tick. Residential's going up. That's good. And we are making money. Once again, I lower the taxes to induce demand. If you ever have a city and you have trouble trying to get people to move in, lower taxes. It'll hurt you for a second, but in the long run, you'll have nice induced, well, not induced growth, but you get what I'm trying to say. You have nice, consistent growth over time. Okay, it's looking for more commercial right now. Let's put in... a lot for commercial there. Note that I'm putting all my commercial on the main road for the most part. This pipeline needs to be extended, so does that one. Nice. Just dug that a little bit deeper, just so the water level isn't skirting the underside of the highway bridge that inevitably will go here. Now, we have some more cash, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going with the widening here. How did you define workers in another occasion? What? I don't know what that, like, what's that question? Sorry. Bio, what's going on? Any good tips for high commercial? That's what I've been struggling with. Put a high commercial in a high traffic. You want, like, look. The only way in or out of this city, out of Yaksville right now, is that main boulevard. You want to get to that main boulevard, you have to drive by all the shops. That's how it is most of the time with most, like, modern urban akin design. Keep commercial in high traffic areas. You know? How are you? Fine, thank you. I wish I was a bird. These are my industrial buildings over here. Look, Plastamold. I just changed the name of the business. Oh my god! I wish I was a bird. How are you? Fine, thank you. I know why you did it, Clayton. Thank you. For the culture? Oh. I was gonna say, hi, I'm new here, can use zone commercial, but you know what, that's good enough, we'll just leave it there. Perfection. Hi, I'm new here, can you start a new game? Alright, that's a good name. That would be the save that does the rally race, man. That would be the, oh man, Matt, you guys are making me want to play Summer Car. Those are words I never thought I'd say. We'll play a little bit more cities. I want to play cities. My, summer. We'll play it for after hours, dude. I want to, and I don't know, like, I want to. We have to go find the parts, man. It is the furthest we've been in MSC. That's why I want to play it, G. That's why I want to play it, man. Fire truck? Oh, there it goes. No, we have to do some work in cities. I want to make forward progress on this, dude. Busy town! Like that. That's some forward progress right there. What do we get? Got a lot of roads with trees. We got tram roads. Asymmetric roads. We unlocked the hospital. Fishing pier. Skate park. Marina. I know it's the marina, I get it. Oh crap. Well, we unlocked the tsunami warning buoy, which means that the game's gonna send a tsunami at us. So here's what we're doing. We're going to place the buoy down here, and we're going to use that move it tool, right? Oh no! Oh no, we forgot to attach it, and now it's out to sea. It went out to sea. Oh no. Oh gosh, we lost it. It just floated out to sea or something. Like that's what happened. Jeez. Oh jeez. Oh god. Oh jeez. It floated out to sea, Rick. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, give me 1 second, dudes. Hang on, I got a message. I'm like Moses in this thing, Morty. Oh god, oh jeez, Sawyer starship just blew up. Oh god, oh jeez. Petrie, what is this? This is City Skylines. It's a city building game. I don't just teach people about the car. I teach people about the road too. You know what I'm saying? Fishing boats are doing quite well. My fish. Ding. Boats. Uh oh. We have crime. And crime doesn't pay. See? The Polizei is here. No more crime for you. Sorry. I'm talking to Adrian about something. Cool. Don't worry about it. None of your business. Okay, you speaking German there threw you off guard? Nein. Oh, dude, look at this budget hotel. It's budget. Oh, food trucks? Oh my god. Food trucks in the industrial area, look at that. Dude, you can really make a bunch of new stuff in this game. Like, look at all this. Baseball. I love baseball. Baseball. Yeah. All right. Community Australian football. Eh. Community soccer part. Look at all this stuff, dude. Where did all this stuff come from? This is great. Suburban American football field. Ah, yes. Suburban American. Very nice. Very nice. Community American football park. Oh, cricket pitch. Look at that. Yeah, we're not doing that. What are you kidding? Yeah, we're not doing that. See? Guys, look what it calls it. We could fit the soccer field here. See? Soccer field. Isn't it great? No. You know what? Baseball fields. Everyone gets baseball fields. You get a baseball field, and you get a baseball field, and you get a baseball. Look at that. You can tell this wasn't made by somebody that's American. It has no backstop. That's probably shouldn't do that way. So in baseball, you know, like in a common baseball field would have a gigantic fence right here because the guy pitches the ball from there, and sometimes it goes past and gets stuck on the backstop. You generally want a backstop in baseball, so you know, like in case the pitcher throws and like it misses, it doesn't hit somebody in the face. You know, no soccer fields. No, we will put a community American football field. Look at this, American. Look at that American football field. That's right. No, I'll just put baseball for now. Hey Rob, what's going on, man? Where's the F1 track? I've made F1 tracks in cities before. Where's the pickleball court? I don't know if we have pickleball courts. Dude, we could place these lights down. Yo, like, hold on, ready? Brother. Brother! There. There's your crappy football field. I made my own football field. Yes, yes, play baseball, yes! What would the nobility do without a polo field? Does this place look like an area that plays polo? There we go. It's fine. Where's your cornhole courts? Some place. Where's the parking? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a good point. There we go. Parking for baseball. What's this? Better than Fenway. At least it's not $12 beers. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that would suck. Can we take these bad boys and use the move it tool to keep them down so you know the pier is actually like close to the water? Move it tool. Tight match. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? What else can we put? Can we put like a boat down or something? No, but we could put lights on the pier. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Isn't that nice? A bit off topic. Me and a coworker are trying to understand this car engine cycle for the past 15 minutes. Can you help us, please? Also, she says, hey. Yo, what up, coworker? What's on your mind, coworker lady? A 6-stroke combustion engine. Huh. Really? Okay. Okay, hang on. They... That's very... Okay. I'm reading. Give me 1 second. Why would you do this? Why? So it works like an internal combustion engine, right? Intake, compression, power, exhaust, but they're pushing exhaust gas on a recompression stroke into a catalyst, and that catalyst is re-injecting it into the fuel system. It's kind of like EGR, but the thing to understand is that this is hydrogen powered. Look. Or no, separates hydrogen from carbon. No, it's gasoline. Yeah, it makes hydrogen? Why? The engine only stores small amounts of hydrogen, so it doesn't need complex tanks. If there isn't enough hydrogen ready for use, it could just run the old-fashioned way on gasoline until hydrogen is ready. It could save the internal combustion engine from eventual extinction. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's gonna go extinct. Oh, you're gonna blow it up. Yeah. No. Yeah, I know, okay. So it looks like the engine, once it gets going, it pushes exhaust products through basically something like a catalytic converter. And that catalytic converter, it re-injects. It separates the hydrogen and re-injects it into the motor. So the motor can basically run off hydrogen and hydrocarbons at the same time. The potential there is high efficiency. You could be very efficient. My question is, what are they doing with all that extra carbon? So this is basically scavenging. It's basically scavenging some of the fuel with a catalyst. It's scavenging some of the exhaust with a catalyst. That's what's going on. And then re-injecting it. And it can run off of that completely. But the extra 2 strokes on the piston, right, are for your scavenging system. It makes sense. So basically what I'm saying is the motor can make hydrogen, and it can run off hydrogen, or it could run off fuel. It could run off hydrocarbons or hydrogen, and it'll eventually make hydrogen over time, like if you run it. And then because you're scavenging fuel and re-injecting it as just pure hydrogen, you could increase efficiency big time. Like, this would be really good for a truck engine, to be honest with you. Like, it'd be really good for a truck engine. It'd be okay for a car, but you can only, their hydrogen fuel storage system is integrated onto the engine, and it seems to be quite small. So you're only going to be able to build up a little bit of extra hydrogen. And if you can't build up extra hydrogen, basically, they found a way to pull the hydrogen out of the exhaust byproduct and re-inject it in a small capacity into the engine. That will increase efficiency, guys. That's what it'll do. It'll increase efficiency big time. Hydrogen is very, very efficient when it explodes. Yeah, very, very efficient. But because they don't store a lot on board the motor, you're going to run into some... It's not going to be as efficient as it could be. Yeah, not so fun. I mean, if Mazda designed a car with the COPV integrated into the design, that was like well within the crash structure to store hydrogen gas, right? Now we're talking. You could theoretically go twice the distance on a tank of gas, but they're not. The engine stores it only locally in a very small reservoir. So they do that to overcome the complexities of storing hydrogen. But does that added power negate the effects of adding all that complexity? It could. It's possible. Will it? Probably not. It's possible. If you heat ammonia, which is NH3, you get hydrogen. It is a comparatively efficient way to store hydrogen. Nitrogen forming N2 with a triple bond also releases a lot of energy. Interdasting. Thanks for the explanation, highly appreciated. Yeah, no problem. Medical laboratory next to the baseball field. No. Here it goes again. We unlocked a bunch of stuff, and it's going to be like, look at all these new buildings that you can make, but we don't really need all of this stuff. What we do probably need is another fire station, though. That is something I will give. We're going to need another fire station and another police station over here for this side of the district. That did kind of screw our operating budget just a little bit, but it's okay. We can tank it. Have a look at this new building that you don't need. But yeah, Baron, it has a catalyst in it, very similar to a catalyst in a hydrazine monopropellant system, from what I can tell. And it's designed to pull the hydrogen out of the unburnt hydrocarbons. Which is a byproduct of a gasoline engine. And gasoline engines aren't very efficient. Like, they do pump carbon and some hydrogen out. Now, a lot of that does get scavenged up by the catalytic converter. The catalytic converter basically has your exhaust gases from your car reacting with some rare earth metals, and the gas is flowing over the metal, goes through a chemical process,
Discovery, go at throttle up.
and it actually just creates heat. Yeah, it just makes heat. That's all. It takes the exhaust gases, it combines with the platinum, and it's an exothermic reaction. So it just makes heat. That's why catalytic converters, if you've ever looked at a car, been underneath a car, catalytic converters have all these heat shields on them because they get insanely hot. Hey, Alleviate, 67-month resub. Great to be subbed for so long. Not managed to watch live in ages, mainly been catching VODs. Life stuff have been getting in the way, been studying. Well, that's good, man. We got 6-cycle engines before Elder Scrolls. Sure. That's in anticipation of a death wave if it does happen. That's why they get stolen, because they have a lot of rare earth metals inside of them, like platinum. Yes, which sells really for a lot on the scrap metal market. Yes, correct. Seeing cities with a high frame rate is always a treat. Yeah, man, look at it. She's crystal clear. And before GTA 6, right? Yeah, that's awful. There's a guy in a camper van that's parking at an elementary school baseball field. What are you up to, Terry? What are you up to? Why are you over there? It's just... No, it's not sus at all. It's fine. Stop till you drop. Also, what happened to the Falcons yesterday? They decided not to show up. Dude, I didn't watch any sports. I didn't watch any football. I watched like one... I watched the first half of the Patriots game and then proceeded to uninstall NFL Sunday Ticket. Man, we are so bald. Has Massachusetts introduced any type of anti-theft measures into your state? In Minnesota, they have a volunteer ID number that's acid etched into the outside. A voluntary ID number that's acid etched into the outside of the cat. So if someone steals them, the recycler is supposed to scan them and look at the ID number. No. I don't think we would do something like that here, Element. That makes too much sense. And I don't think people, politicians around here in general are in the business of making sense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Deluge system just went off on pad B. Oh, they're doing tests, man. Can't wait to see the first booster static fire from Pad B. Yeah, that'll happen sooner rather than later, I think, dude. Uh-oh. There you go, William. Nice. Uh-oh. 2 alarm fire. Mon Blanc, tier 3, 46-month resub. Thank you. Can you turn down the game volume a bit? Yeah. Yeah, man. There you go. Cool. All right, let's see what happens if we expand out here. Oh, yeah. I mean, Wooly, and I'm happy you're being productive today because I'm fighting off like hard fatigue today for some reason. I don't know what the heck I did yesterday. I don't know, man. I'm like struggling. I might need to go make another cup of coffee, you know? I can keep you up? No, not really. We need some fresh Podix. Mason, who screwed up? Yeah. Yeah, also, we have some things to fix with stationeers, fellas. Yeah.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Etel, what's going on? It's called getting old, dude, and I'm right there with you. Say it ain't so, man. So somebody screwed with the atmospherics. All is fixed. You'll not name names. Okay. Somebody, so my bed was like right there where that giant hole is in the ground. So, you know, I'm gonna wake up to that when we play that again. Ruh-roh, Raggy. What'd you do? What'd you do? Yeah, so, Mason, you something went wrong, but Etel, also say it ain't so, man. Just... No, you're alive. The server was reverted. Oh, holy Toledo. Somebody had fun. All right. Wasn't you? I don't believe you. No, that wasn't on purpose. Somebody tapped into the life support systems in the main base and didn't tap into it the way that they should have tapped into it, and they zigged when they should have zagged, and it caused the explosion. What I'm trying to do is just build up cash. Yeah, okay. It was an honest mistake from a player connecting two lines together that instantly overpressurized all the canisters, simultaneously turning them all into bombs. You could also use this method to go canister mining. Yeah, I don't think it was griefing. I think somebody screwed up. It's alright. Explosions happen. New Yak City. I like that, Penta. That's good. I didn't leave the stove on. Somebody else left the stove on. I love the city ordinance to use tungsten lights down the main drag for that 90s feel. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, Etal, how you doing, man? How's your weekend? Sorry I had to raid and run the other day, dude. I was required elsewhere. My services were required somewhere else. You went to a AAA baseball game in real life, which we lost, but I had some great barbecue. Right? You know what? That actually reminds me, dude. How are we doing? Frickin' AL East, man. This division's... Ugh. It's all right. We're gonna make it into the playoffs from what it looks like. I think the Red Sox are resting everybody. Yeah, we got a wild card slot, exactly. So that's why I think they started resting people, so I don't think they care no more. Jays lost 20-1 on Friday, though. Wow, that's bad. Seven to nothing in the first inning. Whoops. Whoops. Check our water availability. Just fine-tuning some of the water stuff here. Yep, alright, cool. Any inspiration for the city or any major plans? I'm trying to eventually make something akin to Southern California. Animal, yeah. I don't talk about football on here. Element. In fact, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what I don't know what any of those words mean. Okay? Okay? Gonna have to do something with these roads if you want SoCal. They're too good. Oh, okay. Investments in financial buildings. Oh, donks. What the hell is this? Tribute to the modding community. This modern plaza ensures smooth transitions into the future. Countdown clock? Yes, noodle restaurant. Yes, world famous. Have you ever played Surviving Mars? I played it when it first came out, dude. The Chiefs beat the Giants 23-6. Neat. I didn't watch any football. because football makes me unhappy at this moment in time. The Lions game is tonight. Oh boy. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. If Bree wants you to watch football, I'll go watch football with Bree if she wants to. Is there any sport that makes you currently happy? Nope. All my teams are awful. I mean, the Red Sox have some promise. The Bruins aren't playing yet. They got a preseason game soon. The Celtics aren't playing, but I don't really care about basketball. The Patriots exists. Ferrari exists. They exist. Except, right, yeah, you found your new love, Rally. Rally's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah. Trees with leaves. What about the Bruins this season? Detruna, I'm not... I just don't think the Bruins are going to add anything to the table this season. We got rid of our franchise player, and we gave him to the Panthers, and the Panthers stomped out the other team in the Stanley Cup. Like... Maybe your favorite golfer is doing well? I can check. I mean, Chef is first in the PGA Tour right now. That's kind of cool. Oh, wait, no, he won. He broke the Pro Court Championship. He won it. Very nice. Yeah, Chef's doing all right. That's pretty cool. Who's your favorite golfer? I like Scotty Scheffler. We got the Ryder Cup this weekend. I don't know. Is he playing in it? I don't think he's playing in it. Shane's made a podium. Yeah, Carlos getting on the podium is pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. He was the #1 qualifier? Yeah, I mean, I don't follow golf too hard, dude. Element Ferrari's been doing that to me for 18 years. 18 years. My God, has it been that long? It has. 2007. God, they suck. They're so bad. Didn't Ferrari just get Hamilton? Yeah. Dude, not even Lewis can fix that crapshoot of a team, dude. They're so bad, dude. Like, just... True midfield. How? How can you be so mid? How is it possible, man? Ugh. Dude, when they got rid of Binotto, who like got Ferrari closest to their championship as possible, they got rid of Mattia Binotto and they replaced him with Freddie Vassar, right? And they're like, oh, Freddie's surely our guy. Bro, the team has performed the worst they've performed in like at least 15 years. At the very least. Like, the worst. Hey, Rob, what's up? I saw the video of Carlos and Charles driving. That was funny, man. Boston having nothing to look forward to in sports is quite the time to live in. Yeah, dude, it's different. It's alright. Sports are cool. Still like sports. But yeah, it's the vibe. All right, city's going good. But guys, note how I'm not going crazy fast. I'm not zoning a lot. I'm just slowly expanding the city. What I'm really trying to do is build up a lot of cash for a highway relocation project that I want to do up here. I'm cut out the right of way. I want to take this highway. I want to move it over here. The reason why I want to move it over here is because you can see pretty much where I want to make a reservoir. I want to make a giant reservoir for all of our water needs, and then I want to use it to generate power as well. I mean, if you watch Premier League, you could have supported Arsenal. Arsenal? Hell no, I'm not supporting them. Frick Arsenal. I mean, I got that going for me. My team's on top. That's kind of cool. Tottenham's doing all right. I want Liverpool, though. Frick Arsenal. Frick them. Arsenal. Gross. Man, U's way back there. Jeez. Is this game similar to the Soviet city builder you had? Yeah, this is more capitalistic than the other one. Okay. Have you heard that Maine got a professional football team or a professional soccer team? Why? Why? You're not, if you're Dutch, you'd support Liverpool, just saying. I support Liverpool because the same guy that owns Liverpool owns the Red Sox. So, yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. I know what that means. Like, in the context of the Premier League, I get it. You're just rooting for the best team. But Liverpool wasn't always the best team, dude. United Soccer League, the competitor to Major League Soccer. Out of interest, why Ferrari? I'm a McLaren fan myself from when I was a kid with Senna and Hakkinen. Skitson, I'm Italian, ethnically. My family's Italian. My grandmother's from Italy. Grandparents are from Italy. Like that probably has a lot to do with that. And there's no Ford to root for. Ford pulled out of Formula One in the 90s, which was a stupid move. But yeah, so Ferrari. I did know that. Forgot. Fair enough. Yeah, so the thing is, man, is I think the first Formula One season that I watched full through, I watched it with my dad, and it was the '96 season. I was 8. Yeah, that was the first. That's the first full Formula One season I watched, and Ferrari was caca. Once upon a time, the number that you had on the car was where you placed in the championship last year. So Ferrari had 27 and 28, and Jean Alesi and Gerhard Berger were the drivers. Not that they're bad drivers, but Ferrari was meh until Michael Schumacher left Benetton and came to Ferrari, and then they, you had a bunch of Englishmen running Ferrari, and then it was amazing for like 10 years. And then it wasn't amazing. And then it's really not amazing. It's been terrible for the last 18. Yep. Thought EJ was wait, actually, I thought EJ was a direct descendant of George Washington? No. We'll do that during the day when I can see the terrain a little bit better. Next year in F1 will be the worst season in a long, long time. There's at least 20% performance difference between the cars. FIA will add BOP, so we'll get some racing. Yeah. They want to fast track a V8 in 2028, but Audi and Mercedes are saying no. What's pop now? 47.95. We're doing okay. I'm building up cash for this reservoir and dam project. And what I want to do is generate power, right? We can generate tons of power, and we can save a ton of money on all this stuff over here. Trenton, you're hanging on to the Mariners and hopefully for the number 2 seed. Yep. Supposedly the agreement is 2031 for the V8. Yeah, no, maybe. Power. That's cool. Well, it's not cool, Baron, but I don't really. It's not like I get up to watch Formula One anymore. I've been very disinterested with it because my team is so ridiculously bad. Like, it just...
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Now, that doesn't mean that I don't follow it either. I know the standings from the race, and I know what happened. I just watch the highlight reels. I just don't get up for the race. It's just not really worth it. I don't want to get up to see Ferrari come in 9th and 8th. You know? It's not really about that life. Hey, SVO, Tier 3, 6 months in advance. Thanks, man. SVO, I got a problem. Figure I'd mention this. I got a problem. Problem is, I work on these customer cars, and I keep getting paid in car parts. But, hold on. Problem here is that I keep getting paid in small block Chevy car parts, dang it. Damn small block Chevys. Got another one. This is just one part of it. This isn't the whole motor. Keep getting paid in small block parts. You know, like, why is it in pieces? Well, it's in pieces because the guy that gave it to me didn't have an engine crane and had to take it apart. Is that a 6-stroke? No. So, you guys want to know the reason why I didn't watch any football? The reason why I didn't watch any football yesterday is because I was unloading engine parts out of a car into my garage. Yeah, that's what I missed. But oh no, we're gonna have to build it. Oh, that sucks. Oh no, we have to build it quickly or else it'll rust. Oh no, car content. That's awful. We have to build it. No, jeez, that's terrible or something. I got those from Fleetari. Yes, very nice. So, yeah. Figure I'd change the subject from talking about depressing things like Ferrari and say that, you know. Yeah, so I got paid for working on the Camaro, one of the Camaros that I have. And I got paid in the form of a small block Chevy with a 327, which is 5.3, give or take. Which house is yours in the city? Oh, I don't know. That one. There we go. You know, the one with the steel bars on the... Yeah, we're gonna have to put together that engine. I don't want it in pieces. If the parts aren't soaked in oil, they're gonna rust. Yeah, that's right, Lig. You need practice building engines. Don't whine. I have a Lunati cam and lifters for it too, by the way. And we have a Offenhauser tri-power intake manifold for it. Gotta find a car. Gonna have to find a car to put this in, dude. Gonna make a pretty stout little small block and then... You at least label which cylinder they came out in which direction they were facing. Nope. We got a work cut out for us, dude. It's all good. The circumstances... The circumstances for getting that engine here and the Camaro here in general were done out of haste more than anything. So, yeah, it had to be done quick. So, you know, the block is good. Bores seem very nice. Nice and healthy. I haven't traced the casting numbers on it. We should probably do that. Would you be interested in possibly doing a deep dive on a shuttle launch, like rollout, how long it sits on the pad, getting payload mated prop load? Just never was aware when I went to launches as a wee fluffy. It wouldn't have to be anytime soon on your schedule. Yeah. I mean, if you want, sure. Yeah. Ground launch sequencing. GLS. I was back in high school. I loved watching 24-hour enduros. 24-hour enduros are a good time, yeah. You know a guy that has 2 NASCAR Donovan block. Want to give me one? Those wouldn't be small blocks. Those are small block Gen 2s.
Go and throttle up.
Those are Gen 2 small blocks, are they not? Josh, 100 months. Thanks, man. Okay, 131. Ooh. Gotta start carving out this road. Yeah, that don't look bad. There's the new right-of-way for the highway. That doesn't look like a patented EJ interchange. No, this crock of crap, that's from the stock map. Look at this. What is this? What are you going to do with that? It looks like Dookie. Tell the chef this is low-grade dog food. All right? Okay, fine. It's terrible. Can't have that. I want this one, and I want that one, too. This will help with expanding the highway and making the correct right-of-way, etc., etc. Gosh, don't tell me the train tracks goes up this. Dog food! Tell the chef this is low-grade dog food, yeah. Yay, 29. Hike. I just assumed you didn't do districts. I just assumed that you would chat better, Pigeon. No, I haven't done any districts. We're not big enough to do a district yet. But that's not going to stop me from messing with you either. What movie is that from? Caddyshack, man. Never assume chat will chat better. Well, yeah, it's but I got to keep them on their toes. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep them on their toes. You got to keep them guessing. My theory on chat is they're like mushrooms. Feed them nothing, keep them in the dark. Oh dear. Man, I don't know what hit me, dude. It hit me like a ton of bricks, dude. We got till like 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I'm just like low blood sugaring out. I don't know what the heck's going on. Is this an older version of Cities? This is Cities 1. It's not Cities 2. But yeah, with that small block, dudes, we're gonna have to put it back together. I can't keep it in pieces in my shop. It'll get dusty and FOD-induced and caca. Can't have that. We have to put it back together. We don't really have a choice. Unless we want it to just destroy itself. EZ 327. Stop. I hate that if my mouse goes, if I put the mouse over here. Oh my goodness. Oh darn, you have to build an engine. Oh no, yeah, I know. Hellfish, give me a link to this. I need some literature. Have there been improvements on Cities 2 lately? It exists. Your Discord DMs. Oh, yeah. Let me just see this real quick. Once again, I'm just building up cash. This is kind of a bridge episode on purpose. Okay. No thanks. Alright, I'll look into that. Arnok, you might want to look into that too. Should I play Cities 1 or 2? So Hurtful, Cities 2 could be a better game. It plays a little bit better than Cities 1, but Cities 1 is way more feature complete. It is a feature complete game. That's really important to understand. Cities 2 is not, it's not all there. It's not to the fidelity or extent that Cities 1 is. Helpish, can you link Ernok the thing that you linked to me, please? All Cities 2 has over there, Cities 1 is the road building. Road building and traffic sim, GNAC, is what I think is... Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty much right, dude. 327 with a tri-power? We could do that, Rarest. Yeah. I mean, fellas, we at least got to get the lower end of that motor back together, and we have to clearance it right. I'm gonna have to get some healer gauges and whatnot. I'm just looking for a game to relax to. Cities 1. Play Cities 1. Plastic gauge. Yep. Yep. Yeah, pretty much RB, right? I have some mods, yeah. Toxic hiring me to fix it. Oh dear. I mean, I could probably untangle that mess, but yeah. I'm sure there are folks out there that could as well, but I'm not necessarily sure finding somebody competent enough to fix it is the issue. Where is it, Toxic? Let me see. So I-5 perishing off ramp. That sounds like Los Angeles. In Stockton. Oh, okay. That's not Los Angeles. That's a little ways away. Stockton's up here somewhere. I mean, Killer Alpine, the engine was just disassembled the other day, and it did turn. So it was in something at one point. But yeah, it's okay. Near the river. You're talking about this mess right here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, all right. This This, yeah, okay. Okay. Again. Ugh. Hmm. Uh, oh no. No.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
That's probably not great. This probably causes all kinds of fun. So, fellas, look. All right. So what toxic is toxic? I'll point it out to you. I've never been to Stockton. I've never been here. I don't know, but I can already tell you traffic's bad here. So look, do you see how the off ramps right here? So first of all, you have an extremely short threshold. Like the distance to the interchange that it goes to is from the highway is not very far. And look, you have a straight lane, straight right and right hand turn. Splitting the ramp like this and making it wider means that it's high capacity. There's a lot of cars use this. Also, there's stain marks everywhere from cars stopping there, right? So that tells me that traffic backs up onto the highway. That's a no-no in traffic design. Hard to predict that though. See, same thing over here. The thresholds are too short. Now, interestingly enough, the threshold for merging here is good. That's fine. That's more than enough. It's probably built in the 50s and it was probably expanded over time. Now, how does this? Oh. Oh. Uh, uh, oh. So, on the whole, this interchange doesn't look too bad, and then you start noticing things. So, what is EJ noticing? This. The interchange, halfway underneath the interchange, you're connecting to a boulevard, right? Now, that's not that big of a deal, right? But say you're on this boulevard right here, and you want to go that way. How do you get on it? They made a road that goes past here. It goes underneath the highway, and then you need to go down here, cross another road, cross 5 lanes, and then go up there to get up on that. Yeah, toxic. This right here, not great. That's not a good way to do that. Simultaneously, if you're over here and you want to get on the highway, right? You either have to go, you could get on it right here, or you have to drive down this road, right? You have to cross this interchange or cross that intersection and then get up on the interchange. And once again, your merge threshold sucks. Guys, you need to allow, like with your on-ramp design, this is kind of true in cities, but not totally true. In real life, you need a long threshold. If it's onto a highway, people got to speed up. They have to be able to get up to speed. If they're not able to get up to speed, you have to drive, you have to accelerate to get up on the highway. If the merge is bad or you can't see the traffic coming or the merge is too short, people just merge onto the highway because they run out of room. They merge onto the highway, they're not going to stop. I mean, some people do, in which case that backs up the ramp, or they just get onto the highway and that slows down the flow. That's all. This is all bad. I mean, it's not all bad. That's the big thing, Toxic Freak, that like the boulevard going under here and then connecting it. That's what's kind of like, oh boy. You know, but other than that, dude, this interchange doesn't seem too bad. It's stuff like this. Yeah, see, they tried to make a longer threshold by making the ramp merge over here. I see they were thinking when they did this. That's not too stupid. But you merged your on-ramp. The on-ramp basically merges directly with a residential neighborhood. So if it was me, I wouldn't have even put that there. Don't put that there. Just make the people go down to the road and turn and come back around. The fact that you have your on-ramp is your off-ramp from the highway is merging into a residential neighborhood is not great. It's the short merges on the freeway. Yeah, see that your merge threshold is no good. These are terrible. That's not great, dude. Also, I didn't realize Stockton has a port. Oh yeah. Look at that. It goes into, what does it go into, Suisun Bay? Yes, it does. Look at that. Oh, didn't realize that. That's pretty neat. They dredged a freaking canal. You have a port way inland over here. I didn't realize that. I mean, it's not the first time to do it. They've done stuff like this in Europe for freaking centuries, but it's still cool to see it. Deep water port. Wow. That's cool, man. How about this interchange? I don't know. I was just checking this one out. Yeah, the biggest thing that I've noticed with this design here, it's not too bad. It's just your thresholds are bad, and that's because the on and off ramps are too short, and that's primarily because of they're too short and they're too close to each other. To be honest with you, way too close to each other. These ramps are just let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 8 blocks away, and we're dealing with square blocks here. That's way too close. Those are way too close to each other. A frontage would be how I would do this, but you're not going to with residential roads here. I would put a frontage road right here, but once again, never happened. This was retrofitted, guys. This highway was built after the fact, and it shows. All right, 2020, what else you got here? You say you were going to do MSC for after hours? I want to, Jackal, but I might save it for Wednesday, dudes. I'm kind of... I don't know what's wrong with me. I've got, like, I'm just... I think I got some bad Monday-age going on. It's pain. Not Boston pain, but pain. Yeah. Yeah. Jackal, I wouldn't count on MSC tonight. Yeah, don't count on it, buddy, but I don't know, no guarantees. What the hell? Why is Google Earth like this? It's just... Okay. See, right there, see that road that gets bisected? You can tell that the highway was added after the fact. A lot of the highways in the United States are retrofitted. A lot of them were, but a lot of them weren't either. Do you have 3D images on? Yes, I do. It's just the street view it doesn't like. Yeah, I mean, so let me see. Why, oh. So 2020, if you're going down this road, if you're on this road and you want to go that way, you got to get off of this road. Now this threshold is very long. That split is nice. That's good. However, there's this ramp here, so you got cars coming on the road, and if you want to turn around, you have to cross 3 lanes here. And I'll bet you the people that are coming off the ramp right here aren't interested in turning around from the highway that they just got off, right? So you have to drive through this and somehow negotiate on not oncoming traffic, but traffic that's trying to go where you're going, or trying to go where you are, and you're trying to go where they are. That's bad design. You have a 3-lane cross right here. It's up to 4 lanes. You have to try to cross 3 lanes to turn around and go in the direction that you want. That's pretty caca design, but they put that there because that's really the only way to do that. Cross merges, that's the issue at Parachute. Yeah, that's the plight. That's the plight of any highway design, guys. Untangling the merges. Stuff like this ruins interchanges. Because people don't know how to merge. People don't know how to merge nowadays. 2, people don't, 2, you know what, I'll just say it again for emphasis. People don't know how to merge. Let's just leave it at that. And 3, I would say, yeah, crossing like this because cars are incompressible, yeah, causes an issue. Ever been on a rotary? Don't get me started on those, dude. Now I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to do frontage here. That's not the worst idea. Like if you want to get on the highway, if you're here and you want to go eastbound on the highway, you get on here, go down here, cross, turn around, and go. This is actually okay. I don't mind this. This is not a bad idea. It's essentially a roundabout. It's a roundabout between your main roads. That's not a bad way to do that. They did frontage. This is okay. Where it gets kind of hazy is because this highway. That highway feeds into... What the hell? Oh, okay. I see what dude, what kind of interchange is this? It's left, right. So the 2 splits to the left go to the right, and the 2 splits to the right go to the left. Why would you do that now? I understand why they did it that way. They did it that way so they could put that in there. But how I would have done this is I would have had the 2 roads in the center elevate and go that way. And then I would have had your frontage feed over here, right? Go up over on an elevated road and feed into the left side over here. Because nobody that's coming off of this road is going to turn around and go right back down that road. This is your problem. Right here. And it's kind of annoying because there's literally an empty field right there where you could have put the road to get off here, have it go up and over, and then come back down and merge right into this where the road widens right there. That's the issue here. That's what causes problems with this whole interchange 2020. Going 7175 north, 275 west is a similar issue. Guys, I don't want to make this just EJ craps on actual civil engineers' road designs. Because a lot of the times, fellas, and this is something to understand, a lot of the time you're constricted by budget, you're constricted by planning, you're constricted by not in my backyard, NIMBYs, city ordinances, etc., etc. I'd say, considering the amount of traffic that probably moves through here, this is probably pretty damn good. It's all compromised with road design. That's why, you know, you don't want to crap on. I'm not a civil engineer, first of all, and I don't want to crap on other people's ideas either, because these are pretty damn good. I like this interchange. You have any interchange that you like? I call these Iron Cross interchanges, and they're genuinely pretty good. Oh. Oh, there's a hill there. That's why. So Yakville here, see how the road turns, goes straight, turns again, goes straight, and turns again? Like it's a 3 apex corner? I'll bet you that causes traffic. I bet you that causes traffic. Yeah, see how it's like kinked? That's no good. That, why are they so huge? You can make them half the size. Space is not a constriction that we have here, Sig. The United States is gigantic. Actually, rarely. Really? That's good. Maybe it's wide enough, dude. I'm not sure I like that, but whatever. Check out this not so round roundabout. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, there's traffic. You were thinking the wrong ramp. All right, 2020, you're off to bed. I know you wanted me to look more at that interchange, dude, but my brain's fried today, dude. I don't know why. I've had nights where I've gotten 4 hours of sleep and been more competent than I am right now. Grimshock EJ's interchange and highway review. Check out this not so roundabout. Fellas, I don't know. I just said I don't want to do stuff like this. Like, that let's just never look at that again, ever. I know about the Spaghetti Junction in Birmingham, Huggy. I don't know what you guys were thinking with that, but why don't you leave the road building to us? We're pretty good at it. I don't know what you were thinking with that one. Did you eat well yesterday? Yeah, I ate all right. You ever look at non-American highways? Yeah, sure, of course. The U.S. can't do roundabouts at all. Explain yourself, Huggy. What's that? What's that? Is that not a roundabout? Huh? Yeah, what is that, huh? Huh? Where's another one? There's another one in Bourne here. Yeah? What's that? What's that? That's not a... What are we calling? Actually, we don't call them roundabouts. We call them rotaries. There should be another one right here. Yeah. All right. Look at that. Hey, that's a pretty good one, right? That's New England. That's New England. It doesn't count. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that one. The better England. Yeah. England. Japan sending PlayStations. Riggedy Row is coming. Africa about in the Zulu Nation. But not doing this myself just because they don't have any oil. What? Thoughts on a diverging diamond? Diverging diamonds are good. Guys, here's the thing. Japan sent a PlayStation. No, here's the thing. I don't particularly care, like, any interchange works. It's all about for the application. Roundabouts are fine. But here's the thing about roundabouts, and this is going to piss Europeans off, and I'm sorry, but it's just physics. It's not like, I'm not trying to hate. I like roundabouts. They are insanely good in low capacity. Low to medium capacity. The second you try to put a roundabout in high capacity, it gridlocks. And if it gridlocks, it's worse than a traffic light. If anybody's in the UK, Swindon, good example. If that gridlocks, you're screwed. You're screwed. Your whole city stops. That's probably not great. There are scenarios where traffic lights do make sense. Traffic lights are good in high capacity situations on boulevards. The thing is that you shouldn't always have high capacity on boulevards. If you have high capacity on boulevards, you got another problem. That means your road is exceeding its allotted capacity. But the same argument could be made for roundabouts. Long story short, roundabouts are a tool. So are traffic lights. They're tools in your arsenal here for road design. This works in cities. It works in real life. You don't really want, depending on the capacity of the interchange, is how you would go about building like a roundabout or not a roundabout or a traffic light or a diverging diamond. Now, diverging diamonds are really good at metering traffic off of a highway. That's really what they're good for. They're good for getting traffic off of your exit ramp. They move traffic very efficiently. They prevent lane crossing as much as possible. So there's no untangling of lanes. They're really good at taking high capacity and using it as essentially a pressure regulator for lower capacity roads. Quite good at that. Got to think about this kind of stuff. If you think about road design like hydraulic flow, it makes a lot more sense. And this isn't just, that's not like my theory. I can't take credit for that. Sometimes I read papers on traffic flow patterns that were done by MIT, like that are just out there on the internet. You could read about them. And one of them, I remember reading, compares traffic flow to hydraulic fluid. Cars are incompressible. Ideally. Ideally incompressible. Like, you can't have a car where a truck is, right? They can't be inside of each other. Some people just went, huh? What? You know, like, what are you talking about? The cars take up space, and other cars take up space around them. They can't be in each other. There's no compressibility here. It's not like air where they can get closer to each other, right? I mean, technically you can do that, but it doesn't work too well. If you consider it like hydraulic fluid, it makes a lot more sense. Interchanges are pressure regulators to get certain flow rates at certain intersections. Like this type of interchange is a highway to highway interchange. You wouldn't dare use a roundabout to go highway to highway. That's just ridiculous, because you're not going to be able to handle the high pressures involved here, or the high amounts of traffic in this particular case. The 69 coronet doth not compress. No, it rusts, not compresses. Trucks delivering cars have cars inside them. Are people inside of the cars on a truck that carries cars inside of it? Are they a vehicle that's operating on the road at the time when they're being transported in the truck? RC Knight Rider. Andrew, I am going to slap you. And it will be deserved. And you will take it. Whack! You can compress more people into cars, though, instead of one driver or a bus. Yeah, that's right, Sig. Good for you. Thank you. You're not making this easier. You guys understand that what you're doing right now is I'm trying to teach very basic traffic flow patterns akin to addition. And I'm saying, well, 2 + 2 = 4. And what you guys are essentially saying is, well, 2 - 2 = 0. It's like, yes, it does. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Wind and coal. So anyway, yeah, think about that. Think about how, you know, your types of interchanges and what interchange is good at metering traffic. Roundabouts can do pretty good, but once again, once they saturate, they become useless. Useless. But then again, traffic lights will work, but you could put like an infinite amount of roundabouts next to each other and it'll be fine. You can't do that with traffic lights. A lot of traffic lights that are close to each other are going to ruin your traffic patterns. So like, I'll give you an example for this particular one. If you look at what I have here, right? We have our entire residential area here and a residential area here. I have the traffic or the interchange here for merging onto the highway, right? And then we have our first set of lights here at these roads, at Walter White Street. And then we have the next set of lights here, 2 long blocks down at Richardson Street. And then the next one is 2 more long blocks down here. The idea is that if you keep your traffic interchanges or traffic lights away from each other, you can meter traffic a lot better. But roundabouts, if we could fit it, I could put a roundabout at every block and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, will cities understand it? I have no idea. In real life, you could. But yeah, you can't stack traffic lights on top of each other too close or else you're going to have a bad day. People are just going to get stuck at red lights all day. Ever hit like 10 red lights in a row? It sucks. Pinkman Parkway? Yeah, you know what? We'll rename Richard. No. You know what? We'll name this. Here we go. Pinkman Parkway. Condition, 60-month resub. Sorry for the trolling. I love your city streams. Always so thoughtful and good, full of good lessons. It's all right. So yeah, think about that. Different types of intersections are going to get you a different type of pressure regulation. Some of them are higher capacity that allow for more flow. Some of them change capacity, right? Like a diverging diamond is good at taking highways, high capacity, and distributing it correctly, right? Some of them are designed for staying the same, basically, like a roundabout. Think about that kind of stuff. You see they're actually trying to rework Cities 2? They've been trying to rework Cities 2 for 1.5 years. How much trying to rework it are you doing? I tell you, I tried this thing. Tried this game. I wasn't very good at it. Yeah, Cities takes time. You gotta be careful. Like, that's my biggest thing. Do you guys see me making a lot of changes to my city all at once? Nope. Nope. Rome wasn't built in a day, dude. Take your time. What it will do, though, is we could probably get away with adding another set of city blocks here. What is the population at? We just crossed 5,000. See it right here? Our residential demand is not very high. We have high industrial demand. Interestingly enough. Fish. Anchovies. All right. Fishing. We wanted to borrow some brown sugar. Hello. You doing? Not the beer. Titan's here. Brimo's here. Success? Yeah? Did you like it?
Yeah, I think I drove back.
Cool. Welcome. Hello, my
I'll
boy.
die a little bit.
Come here. Come on up here. Nope, he doesn't want it. He doesn't. He doesn't. He really doesn't want it today. Come here, buddy. Come here, bud.
I said, go see Daddy.
No. Come here. Come here. Get out here. Come on up. He doesn't want to, chat. Closer.
Dad wants to see you, Bubba. That's all.
Bear.
Hi, how you doing? How you doing? You feeling better? Still feeling a little wormy?
Yeah.
You still wormy, buddy? I'm trying to hold him so you guys can see him. Hey, you home? How you doing? He's like, who are all these people?
Get him a platform. Like they make doggy obedience platforms so you can teach him to jump up onto it. But it's just so that he can see chat. Or chat can see him. I guess he doesn't really care. He has no concept of who chat. Sorry.
He knows.
Does he though?
Probably not. Oh, he's licking his pee-pee. That's great.
Alright, that's all. So, I made it.
Good. You made it? You're alive? Hey, are we watching the Lions tonight?
it. Do you want to watch the Lions?
Shh, watch your language.
Sorry, yes, I would like to watch the Lions tonight.
You would like to watch the Lions. What time is the game?
I totally forgot about the Lions.
Yeah, me too. 8:15, Gujar? All right.
No, no. I've never been in love before. Yeah, 8:15.
What was that?
Ooh, it's Cobra Starship.
Primo's favorite movie is Snakes on a Plane.
That's not what's happened. That's not what was said. And
Remo-
do not get that wrong. Primo's favorite music video is Snakes on a Plane.
Movie.
Very different things.
Primo's favorite movie is Snakes on a Plane.
That's slander.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, Snakes on a Plane music video.
I
Yeah.
made EJ watch it last night.
Your music taste is.
I was 13, okay?
When I was 13, I liked Led Zeppelin. Okay?
Well, some of us have different taste. Okay?
Oh, that's what you call that. All right.
What do you mean you gotta... See, now you gotta play it for chat because Geek doesn't know what I'm
I
talking
can't play it for chat even if I wanted to.
about. Okay, well, Geek,
And I don't want to. I'm going to be very clear about this.
Geek, if you're not watching the video that starts off with a limo opening and there's a animal print bag in it, then you're not watching the right video. You want the one with Cobra Starship, the Academy, and in Gym Class Heroes. It's very important that you watch the right one. Otherwise, you will not understand why I love it so much. Okay? Nobody needs to watch Snakes on a Plane, chat.
It's your favorite movie.
Exactly, Geek.
Exactly, Geek.
That one.
It is. Yep. Yeah, it's an hour and 46
That's
minute
not the right
music
thing.
video.
That's not the right thing.
Let's see what this is all about.
Geek, if you were not between the ages of 10 and 20 in the year 2006, you will not understand it. Your wife might get why I love it, I don't know. But it's a very specific time and a very specific demo who has a significant amount of love for that music video. And all three bands were together last night at Riot Fest and they redid it 20 years later. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
It's-
How many years later?
I guess it's 19, but it's 20 years. Because the copyright was 2006. Cobra's back, man! They came back from when we were young, and then they were at Riot Fest. They're bringing it back so they can steal our money now that we're adults. It's the circle of music life.
"30 seconds in and nope."
They came back. They have terrible marketing. Bro, if you cared, you would know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about it. They're very indie. You wouldn't know them.
I'm not saying I bought the 20 years anniversary of From Under the Cork Tree, but I am saying I'm getting something delivered in October that I spent too much money on. So,
I spend money on car parts.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Ken Watts here, 6 months in advance. Thanks, man. 46-month resub.
you seen them play 5 times while opening for Fallout Boy? Well, then you need to get with the program. This isn't my fault. They played when we were young last year.
Yeah, toxic. It is what it is.
Oh god, what does Geek have to say? Because all he said was, okay, so.
I never thought about it like that, Toxic.
What did Toxic say? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Exactly. You know, I was telling my mom I made.
She admitted it.
I was telling my mom I made
Oh,
you
no.
watch that last night, and she goes, "I hope you disclosed all of this, before you married him." And I was like, "I thought I did, but evidently I didn't." Exactly, geek. It's 2000 pop punk. It is peak 2000s pop punk. For Snakes on a Plane, they went peak 2000s pop punk. Geek, if I said the words to you, Cobra, Starship, The Academy isn't Gym Class Heroes. Do you know what that is? Because that's who those bands are.
Geek, don't encourage this behavior. Don't encourage this behavior. What the hell's the matter with you? Thank you, 1000. Thank you. When I was 13, I listened to Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix and the Beach Boys and the Beatles.
Some of us were hip. Primo's a work poor kid whose grandma wouldn't let her get a lip ring, so.
Man, this is one long music video. It's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Warped Tour 2005 was in Framingham?
Holy crap, it was.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Where?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Was it at those old, the old carnival grounds, maybe?
No.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Oh, Framingham Fairgrounds? That's the weirdest place to have Warped Tour. But I guess mine was at Comerica Park, and you can't really do it at Fenway.
Where were the fairgrounds, though? I don't even remember, Ein. Hold on. Yeah, there you go, 1000. Yeah. This is where I worked in Framingham. The Best Buy that I worked at is right there. Ein, do you remember where it was?
Hi, chat.
That's Bose's world headquarters.
No, he said he wasn't the driver. Oh yeah, the music video is terrible quality, chat. This says it was in Northampton.
The Offspring played, Atreyu, Avenged Sevenfold.
Big D and the kids table.
Yeah. Oh, no, they were not. The DKs were there, Dropkick Murphys were there, DKs are different.
Fall Out Boy, yeah, 2005 was a good year, because it was like Fall Out Boy, I think My Chem might have played 2005, Motion City, Steve My Chemical Romance, Reliant K, yeah, I would have killed to be at 2005, but I was not old enough to comprehend music yet.
You're still not old. Still, though.
Nice, Steve. Alright. Titan's tired.
Titan is tired.
He doesn't care about my teenage years either.
That makes two of us. I love you. I tolerate your music, and I encourage your music. This is abuse. This is abuse on
You're
stream.
just mad I got to see My Chemical Romance and you didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm real mad about that one. Bye.
Loved it! Loved it!
Yeah, I would have been really upset that I spent the entire time when Bree was here, or Bree went to watch My Chemical Romance. I spent the entire time in the garage messing with my cars. Oh no, yeah, really regret that decision. Not. Ah! Predominant, you've seen MCR in concert 5 times. That explains a lot. MSC is better than MCR, yep. Might want to check your dinner for foreign substances. Well, I cooked dinner tonight. I made it on break. Paul, don't worry about it. My garage has a sofa. We're good to go. MCR came on after Paramore at When We Were Young. That was me and my friend's note to get a head start out of the festival grounds to beat traffic. All right. I'm so sorry you weren't able to do more car stuff. I know, man, I know. Yeah, we're gonna make the highway around here and go down here, and then we're gonna make the reservoir here. We are building up cash, which is good. I'm dredging out another port over here. It wants more industry, but I don't really have much more space to expand the industrial sector over here. Nor do I want to expand it over here at all. So I'm going to see if we can keep getting some fishing jobs. Yeah. You're a weird guy, geek. Weird guy. Do you know if Rocket Lab will live stream the launch? Jenna? No, it's a haste mission. Probably not. What I listen to is quite literally what my mom listened to, which was Queen, Van Halen, and Guns N' Roses. Yes. Good. Very good. Trying to make it so we can put that another fishing harbor in here and we can just connect it. But it doesn't want to connect. It doesn't want to BitConnect! Whoa! Build out another fishing route. So this should count for industry, dudes, but I'm not sure. Godsmack, nice. Hello, do you think we'll get a Starship launch in the next 2 weeks? Trey, it's possible with the 38 static fire today, provided everything went well. Yeah, sure, I don't see why not. In God's way. I'm not the one who's so far away. Good stuff. Low fishing route efficiency. Delete. Delete. Fish more. The cuttlefish and asparagus. Yeah, that's picture snort, Penta. Very nice. Penta. Oh, that's not... Dang it. on. And I don't. I got Godsmack stuck in my head now. It's kind of your fault, chat, but you know, whatever. It's fine. Are you gonna go till 11? No. Gracias, pigeon. Nah, dude. I'm probably gonna call it here soon. My brain is paced right now. In fact, I'm a little amazed that I made it to like 7 hours. I think I'm gonna go grab some food. I made dinner for Bree and oh, flight 11. See what I mean? No, I can't, dude. I want to, but I can't. I don't have any money. Like, I am rebuilding my finances right now because my accountant's an idiot, or was an idiot. Dude, I just don't have the capital to get it done, dude. So we're just gonna cover it here. No, I didn't fire him. He got the guy, the accounting firm that I use, who has been quite good. They fired him. Yeah. I had a lengthy conversation with the owner last week about, you know, what are we gonna do about this here, bud? You know, because, you know, it's October. Long story short, the guy, dude, the reason why we didn't we didn't sign off on our taxes and why it took so long is because I kept finding mistakes. The guy kept sending my freaking taxes back to me, and I kept finding freaking mistakes. Now, like, dude, in my line of work, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with what you write off and what you don't write off, and you got to be careful with your expenses. You have to track everything. I don't get a W-2. It's all 1099s. And it's really hard to predict how much money you're going to make. You got to be careful, and you got to file quarterly taxes, right? So I look through this stuff real hard. When tax season comes around, I'm pretty damn good at it. He kept sending this stuff back, and it kept having freaking mistakes in it, like the wrong healthcare provider. Buddy, it's on the W-2. Are you stupid? Like, Bremo gets a W-2. It says it right there. And then I kept seeing, like all of my Twitch income being written off. Like, it's... What are you doing, pal? And then eventually the guy got freaking canned. The owner of the company called me and said, hey, yeah, that guy is, he's moved on. Oh. Yeah. And the entire freaking time, dude, you know, I kept talking to the guy. He's like, yeah, I'll make sure you get a good tax return. I'll make sure I think you made it, you know, you won't have to pay. You won't have to pay. You won't have to pay anything. If anything, you're probably going to get money back. You're probably going to get money back. You're probably going to get money back. And when the owner looked over everything, he found so many freaking mistakes. He did it from scratch. And it turns out that, you know, we actually underpaid because he wrote off way too many things, just like I found. So I went from being like, okay, we're good, to, okay, we're basically house poor for the rest of the year. No, I'm not asking for money. This is my fault. Don't reward me for not being more up my accountant's tailpipe. I mean, it's more his fault, but I'll take the blame. My name's on the stupid taxes, so yeah, I can't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere, dude. We're stuck here. I can't buy parts for the Coronet even if I wanted to. Yeah, Jake, they took him to a nice farm upstate. Dude, I didn't even want to talk about this last week because I was so pissed. I was like, if I started talking about it, I'd get so angry. So, yeah, I had to shift around a bunch of money, and because we ended up owing, instead of getting a tax return, the money that I had, first of all, it was the money that I had allocated for the computer, right? I spent some of it on a heat pump, and good thing I didn't pull the trigger on a lift or something, because if I did, I wouldn't have any money to pay Uncle Sam right now. And we would have been really screwed. I would have had to take a loan out on my take a loan against my Roth IRA. I forget. It doesn't matter. We would have been so screwed. We dodged a bullet, dude, because I had money saved up because I was like, you sure about that? You know, like, but also I was trying to save for the lift, trying to save for this, trying to save for that. Geek, I had to be talked down from doing something drastic, dude. I was pretty mad. I took that day off from streaming. I was so pissed. I didn't want to dive into your personal affairs. No. I believe in being forthcoming with you guys, especially since you guys tipped the stream with the explicit intent. Like, I asked for money for a lift, right? You gave it to me, and I can't deliver, so I feel like I should be straightforward with this stuff. Long story short, my accountant gave me the runaround for 5 months, and we ended up having to pay more. Now, don't get me wrong, we tanked it, right? But it basically wiped my savings out, which lovely. Hey, Methane, thanks for becoming a flight controller. Let's throw tea in the harbor. Oh, I kind of wanted to. I throat punched the guy. Oh, dude, I was pretty angry. That last Tuesday, dudes, I noticed I wasn't here in the morning. I was so mad. It sounds like a lawsuit to you. So, Thump, let's just say, the owner smoothed things over with me. We'll just leave it at that. Because, yeah, this is, yeah, let's just say he knows he done goofed. Yo, dude, don't believe me. It's a whole lot of smoothing. It's a whole lot of smoothing. Don't worry. Yeah, Tokyo, don't you worry. Yeah. No, it's fine. There was a lot of smoothing done, dudes. Yeah, that's, like I said. I mean, you guys, okay, I'll give you a little bit of the thing. You know how I manage stuff here? That's how I manage my cash. I'm very careful. All right? I'm very, very fiscally conservative about things. The reason why is because when you're, I mean, this, I'm only speaking anecdotally. This is not financial advice. You never know. It's like space flight, dude. You never know. You never know when something like this is going to happen, right? Now, fortunately, I tanked it because I believe in keeping you pad. You have buffers, right? Like I have a business account and I keep a buffer in my business bank account on purpose, just in case, right? You never know. You never know if something's gonna be like on my personal savings account too. I have a buffer in there. We try to keep more money than what we need in there. We try to save when we can. Like, There's a reason why you don't see me buy, like, I love my cars, but there's a reason why you don't see me buying superchargers for all my freaking cars. Because you have to have a buffer in case, like, oh crap funds. I try to keep like 5 G's in there just in case something like this happens, and it paid off. Quite literally,
Discovery, go
paid
and
off,
throttle up.
you know? He bought you the lift. No. I'm not talking about it, Smutty, but yeah, don't worry, everything's fine, but we're basically out. I basically can't spend money on any car projects for a little while. Basically till the end of the year, or until, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, everything got wiped out. I gotta rebuild. Yeah, Ordon, for sure. Yeah. Demon, 80-month resub. So yeah, that's what went down, dudes. But yeah, I run my business like this. I'm very careful about what parts we buy and what we don't buy and what we need and what we don't need. So I have to rebuild. Gotta rebuild, dudes. That's sucks. But hey, that's life, dude. No, Light Brew, don't worry about it. You guys did nothing wrong. The only reason I'm even mentioning any of this to you guys is because you guys have a financial stake in this stream. A lot of people tip the stream with expectations. Expectations to see the coronet get done. Expectations of getting a lift, etc., etc. I will deliver on those promises because you paid me to. It is enraging knowing that I can't do that because somebody else is an idiot. But I feel like I need to tell you. I'm usually not this forthcoming with my accounting, but you guys deserve to know what's going on. Okay, Geek. Yeah. Maybe. Just sarcasm, no worries. Yeah, I got you. I don't know how that was sarcasm, but all right. All right, man. But yeah, you know, I didn't want to talk about it last week. It would have made me too angry. But we're good now. I'm fine. Still is annoying though. But yeah, we'll get through it, brother. Brothers and sisters, we'll be fine. Okay. It's not the worst thing to happen. But yeah, Geek, so yeah, no Flight 10 for your boy, and yeah, sucks, bro. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna keep doing my thing here. I hate this. That's why I want to start a streamer tax company. Some of my former coworkers, so many people in the industry are just terrible. Somebody gifted 6 months of tier 1 sub to Light Brew. Yeah. It's even more expensive for a lawyer. Yeah, Strickler, don't worry. I talked it out. Like I said, very careful with cash. Very careful. Very, very careful. It might seem like I make impulse buying decisions, but there's always a method to my madness, dude. I really don't screw around with that. The reason why is, well, I don't know. I like being good with my money. You should too. Like, I mean, unless you have tons of it, like, then do whatever you want. I don't care. But I like being very careful. Nice. A nice little pier going right there. Look at that. That's pretty good. Well, Poison, I've had this guy, I've had this accounting firm for a long time. And other than that, their track record have been spotless. Spotless. For my entire streaming career, I've had the same accounting firm. They hired a new guy and he screwed up. That's what happened. That's why I'm not like, I'm gonna come hurt you, you know. I know the owner. I've known him for a long time. He knows me personally. He knows what he do. He knows what I do. He knows exactly. I was very forthcoming and very straightforward about what I do with my job, how stuff gets filed, etc., etc. He's taught me a lot about running my business on the side. Like, I call and I ask when I make financial decisions, etc., etc. I'm actually pretty good friends with the dude. And the owner of the company likes me because I'm not an idiot with my money. To be very, very frank. Those are his words, not mine. He's like, you get it. You know what you're doing with money, and that's really cool. Like, I can discuss what a 1099 does with you, and you're not like, your eyes don't glaze over. I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean you got people coming in here and talking about business, and you ask them questions about their business, and their eyes glaze over? And he's like, you don't want to know. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm very anal retentive about that stuff, Ordon. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do starting next tax season is I'm going to have a paper trail too. I do it electronically and I sort it that way, but I will, I'm going to keep all my receipts. Not that I don't already, but I'm going to file it and keep it like all manual too. Cause now I'm paranoid about it. Whatever. I don't think they're going to stream it, Nick. That'd be cool if they did, though. Yeah, no stream. Which sucks, but yeah. The owner gonna prep your taxes personally from now on? I'm not sure what we're doing, but Hibbit, long story short is, like, I still trust the guy. I trust the owner of the company. He's cool. But now I'm paranoid. I don't... Dude, alright, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. That freaking guy that screwed up promised us a $15,000 tax return, man. That's why I kept saying, just wait. We'll wait until we get the tax return, and then I'll spend money on a lift. It's promised a $15,000 tax return. And we ended up having to pay taxes. So, once again, the guy that did it got fired. He does not work there. He got fired, and my accountant basically hates him. This is why I was freaking out when the motherboard fried, because I had all this, I had all this money saved up, but no, 15 G's. 15 G's. You know how much of a gut punch that was when I talked to my accountant last week, and he's like, no, he wrote off way too much. He wrote off way too much. He wrote off our mortgage and stuff, which is like we can write a percentage of mortgage off because I work from home and this is where my business is, right? But yeah, he wrote off like the entire mortgage. Like, dude, huge tax fraud stuff, like not great. And I caught the mistakes. We caught them. And that's why I kept saying, no, this isn't good enough. No, this isn't good enough. It's wrong. Please redo it. Please redo it. Please redo it. And then, yeah, my accountant called and said, look, you're not getting a tax return. You have to pay a late fee, and then you actually owe taxes because Buddy wrote off too much stuff. And I'm like, oh, I was mad. I was mad. I'm still mad, but it's okay. So now I'm paranoid. So guess what? My taxes next year are going to be spotless. Spotless. I am filing every receipt. Every single receipt. Everything. Everything is going to get filed. Everything is going to have a paper trail because now I'm super paranoid about that. I don't know if he screwed up other people's taxes too, Phil. Probably. Guy's an idiot. Yeah, geek. Don't worry. Like I said, the only reason I haven't gone like full Rod Farva at this point is because things were smoothed over. We're good. But holy crap, dude. But yeah, can't go to Flight 11, man. Really can't go anywhere. We're basically house poor for a little while. I have to rebuild my savings, so that's good. So yeah, good times.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Zongo tier 1 6 months in advance. And once again, guys, I ain't asking for money. We're not doing that. I'll find ways to make money. There's a reason why I'm working on customer cars and stuff. I'll make the money back. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But god dang, does that suck. Yeah, can't do nothing about it, man. And like, this isn't about like, oh, you're gonna pay too much taxes. It's not about that. I just want to pay my taxes. Just leave me alone. Like, but yeah, now I'm superbly paranoid about this now. So everything gets filed. I will have a paper trail for everything. I'll do my due diligence there because now I'm like, I never want this to happen again, dude. It happens, dudes. It's okay. I mean, thankfully you guys came through with the freaking canard, man, with that computer. If we didn't have that, I'd be boned right now, dude. We'd be so screwed. So, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna put it to work. Is it a gift or talent to be able to handle your own finances well like you do? Not many people, it's a gift. Not many people can do it. Good for you. That accountant sucked badly. Yeah. Well, when you run your own business, you have to. But also, if you guys really want to know how I got this way, my parents taught me to be careful with money. First and foremost, that's probably the biggest one. Be careful. Don't overspend. Don't spend beyond your means, etc., etc. And that is fine. That's good financial advice. Like, don't spend beyond your means. Straight up. The second thing is when you have a gigantic honking student loan staring you in the face and have been for the past 20 years, you tend to be very stingy about spending money. Guys, there's a reason why back, 2015, 2016, 2017, I was not going to every single rocket launch. I didn't fly down there. I just covered them here. And it sucked because everybody else was, all the other content creators, everybody's going down there and flying to Florida and having a good time and covering all these rocket launches. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man. Had to be careful. Sucks. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just the way that's just the way she goes, man. That's truck driving. Glad you do it so well. Right on. I mean, guys, it's really not anything. It's not anything more than just being careful. Don't spend beyond your means. Sorry, random question. How far did you get in the Pillar of Autumn and Satisfactory? I pretty much got the whole entirety of the ship ironed out, and then I realized that I'd made some proportion errors on the front of the ship and then stopped. Thank you for this conversation. Yeah, it's... Spend my money, then spend Geek's money. It's called marriage. No. Yeah. Guys, I mean... I'm no financial advisor, but you just shouldn't spend beyond your means. Like, the one, like, instance of this would be credit. Credit is used to, like, okay, at this point, like, with credit, I use it, I'll give you an example, okay? My internet bill goes to my business credit card. Okay, I have a credit card that I keep just for the EJSA, just for this business. My bill goes there. Okay, my internet bill goes to that credit card. Nothing else, just that. The reason why is you build up credit, right? And I'm using that to just you stat pad your credit score that way. Like, my credit score isn't the best, but it's there. So the reason why I do that is if I needed a loan for something in an emergency, like if taxes wipe out my savings. I didn't need it this time, but if you did, I could get a loan. That's no problem. Because it shows I can pay on time. You know what I mean? Now, you do not want to rack credit card debt. That's bad. Credit card interest rates are terrible. They're worse than a student loan. Credit card rates are they have high interest rates because they want you to pay it back fast. It's like a little mini loan almost, right? That's what a credit card is for. So you'd use it and then you know, to like pay for something expensive that you need, right? Or you want, right? And then you'd pay it off with like the next 3 paychecks, taking a little bit out. That's fine. That's okay, as long as you avoid the interest accruement. If you let credit card debt accrue, you're screwed. Screwed. Because it'll accrue at like a 15% interest rate, and you have a big problem then. But that's by design. You know, I put that on the business credit card, right? Or it's not the business credit. It's not like I have a card that says EJSA on it, right? I have a credit account somewhere. I'm not going to say who or what, and I use that to write off my internet bill. And that keeps credit high, like keeps your credit score higher. So if you need money in a pinch, I can get it, no problem. But I don't. But I don't do that. That's an emergency thing. Like, basically, I have backups. I have like financial backups built into how I manage my finances. Right? There's backups and layering. So if something stupid like this happens, I can deal with it. You know, think about it like redundancies, like you'd have engine out capability on a rocket. It's the same idea. And I try to teach you guys it in cities, to be honest. I teach you how to do this in cities. Just be careful. You don't have a credit score in cities. I could just punch out a loan for like 60 G's right now, but it's at a 10% interest rate. That's no good. You'd have to pay that. You'd want to pay that back relatively quick. You know, it's only an extra $6,000, but like if you spend all your money and you can't pay that, that will accrue, and that's going to be bad. You don't want that. Public, how's your mother? So, like, the other thing is, like, credit is good for your business, right? Like, I put stuff on that same credit card, like the Coronet parts. I put them on a credit card. And then immediately pay it off with my business checking account, right? It's just little tricks like this that you can do. And this is why this is why I didn't repeatedly kick my accountant in the scrotum like multiple times, because he teaches this stuff, right? You buy something, like parts for the Coronet, like the trunk pan, buy it on a credit card, right? And then immediately go into your savings and pay the credit card. Because that shows you can pay it back on time, and that pads your credit score. You know what I mean? You could just keep doing stuff like this, and your credit score goes, your FICO score goes through the roof. Now, like, why would you do that? Why does that matter? Well, that's really good if you're going to buy property, put a mortgage on, get a mortgage for a house, get a mortgage for, or not a mortgage, get a car loan if you want to buy a car, right? Could I go buy a brand new, like, $100,000 car right now? Yeah, we could probably swing it, but that car payment would suck. I'm not doing that. I'll take my junk trucks outside. That's fine. But I could go and I wouldn't have to worry about getting a car loan, right? Easy peasy. That's not a big deal because you do little stuff like that to pad. Dude, it's just min-maxing your money. Like, it's the same thing that you do with a game. That's how my mind thinks about it. What would the EJSA do with $500,000? Home Planet, if I came into 500 grand right now, I would pay off my student loans, Breeze student loans, and then pay off my mortgage. That would pretty much kill all three of those things. And then, you know, you're just paying taxes on your property at that point. And then I would use a lot of that cash to start doing cool stuff, like, you know, we buy more car parts and stuff, and virtual field trips and a bunch of cool things. Yeah, there you go, public. Yeah, all systems, right? But there's stuff that you can do. I mean, it feels like jumping through hoops at times, but there's stuff you can do that makes it work. But yeah, I'm very, very careful with how I spend money. And that, you know, you gotta be. You never know. Everything is expensive now. You gotta be careful. Like, I don't eat out too much, right? I don't go out to eat. I don't DoorDash stuff. I go to the grocery store and buy stuff. Or treat myself to some chicken McNuggets from time to time. That's about it, dude. Gotta be careful. But that doesn't mean you can't take financial risks either, you know? Yeah, short line. Only use it to build credit. Now, like I said, business loans, car loans, like, are you gonna... Like, I wouldn't take out a car loan for a luxury vehicle unless I needed a luxury vehicle. Do I need a luxury vehicle? No, I do not. So I wouldn't. But if we were going to take a car loan out on a streaming vehicle or something, like a utility van, whatever, and I wanted to make that into a mobile streaming setup, now we're talking. But really, if I did that, how often would I be using this mobile streaming setup? How often? It wouldn't be very often. It'd be every once in a while, right? It's mobile streaming setup to go stream rocket launches or whatever. There's not... You wouldn't... I don't think there would be enough there unless I was using this mobile streaming setup almost every day. There wouldn't be enough there to justify the cost, the capital investment in a mobile streaming setup like that, or a specialized vehicle for it. Which is why I just went and bought a 97 F-250 for it instead and used that, because that worked just fine. Right? I played this stuff out in my head before, dudes. You know? Yeah, there you go, Fluffy. Guess your mobile stream, use your mobile streaming rig to go to the grocery store. I like that, John. That's pretty funny. But yeah, guys, just be careful. Careful with your money. It's like spaceflight. A misstep could screw you badly. Be careful with that stuff. Especially if you're younger. Careful. Don't spend beyond your means. Don't DoorDash. Don't go get a $7 latte from Starbucks or something. If I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I'm paying to have somebody else brew me coffee, it's going to be a freaking black coffee and that's it. And maybe the occasional crazy, like, brownie sundae drink every once in a while. But I don't have that all the time. I just drink black coffee. Like, I'm very careful. X-Wing, nice. Good coffee is worth the money. If it's worth it to you, sure, of course, man. I just need coffee. Dunkin' Donuts is fine. I usually brew at home, Mars. I don't go to Dunkin' unless I'm... The last time I went to Dunk's, it was 2 or 3 weeks ago when I did an early launch for NSF. I didn't have time to really get the coffee pot brewing, and I didn't really feel like it, and I wanted donuts. So I went and got 2 blueberry donuts and a black coffee and came up here and streamed, man. I don't want to go too crazy with residential here, but... So my summer car is leaking. There's a mod for Farming Simulator with the tractor and the poop truck that looks just like MSC. Oh no. But yeah, that's
Discovery.
that's how I roll, guys. I'm very careful. Very careful. What's the city pop? 5285. Sorry, Slick. I'm kind of in the way. I'll be over here. There we go. This is fine. All right, cool. But anyway, dudes. Yeah, that's what's going on. Account. I'm happy I got it off my chest. I'm happy I told you guys. Geek, you gave me an in to say it, but yeah. I got bit, dude, but because I wasn't an idiot with cash, we're okay. It's just could have been worse. Now I'm super paranoid about it, but fine. Fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I'd have some choice words to say to that guy. Like, I hope you step on a Lego. You know how, like, there's that thing where, like, people have to walk on fire? Dude, I just want you to walk over a pit of Legos. Something like that, Tom, yeah. In Minecraft. Yeah. You'd be living in a van down by the river. My mind money has no value in and of itself. It's a tool to get me things that I want. Yeah, there's plenty of value in material goods, X-Wing. In fact, that's what I believe in doing. That's the other thing. I have a lot of cars. Everybody knows I have a lot of cars. I'm not exactly, I don't exactly keep it a secret. Equity in the cars is where I keep my money. I don't keep all my money in the bank. No. If you buy and sell old cars, for instance, you can put equity into the car, and that is your money. That's your savings account, so to speak. Now, the Coronet, Probably not worth too much money. The 59 though, sure. The 97, price ain't going down on those things. Let me put it that way. You know, my Mustang, price ain't going down. Well, the price is pretty much bottomed out on S197 Mustangs, but there you go. I mean, certain cars are not depreciating assets. You know, that's what that's called. It's called a depreciating asset. Something that loses its value over time. Cars usually do that. A new car, the second you drive it off the lot, is worth less than what you bought it for. But certain cars will hold their value. Toyota Corollas are always a good investment. They never lose their value. People want those. Bluefist holds its value pretty good, Ernock. It's almost pushed at this point. You have a car dedicated to winter roads. 2020 Ford Fusion, 2.0 turbo. No hybrid. 2.0 turbo all-wheel drive, dude. That car is actually not depreciating in value, believe it or not. You know why? Ford doesn't make cars anymore. I'm very careful about this stuff, dude. There is a method to my madness. You have a 2019 Fusion. It's worth more than you owe on it. There you go. Fusion, Ford Fusions with the right trim packages, you know, turbo all-wheel drives. Fellas, those ain't depreciating. The all-wheel drive Fusion fuel economy, though, it's so bad. 25 miles to the gallon city. What are you talking about? I agree, Maslam. That was a huge mistake. Forerunners will appreciate in value, Fluffy. Especially older ones. From basically like 1990 all the way to like 2005. Those are worth money. They will appreciate. Tacomas hold their value as long as you don't pancake them. That's what I mean, dudes. You know, people invest in stocks. Stocks are volatile. They go up and down. Right? You could potentially go up. I like investing in cars, in car parts, in tools and stuff that's worth money. You know, there ain't no new American tools being made, so I like to buy old American tools. Right? I buy old tools for my shop, and they work good, and people want them. Appreciating asset. See what I mean? You keep doing this, right? If you need to sell something or something goes wrong, or if you want to sell something to get something else, sell it. There you go. But yeah, X-Wing, that's a good point, dude. It's assets, man. Assets are what's like tangible goods are very, very they're a pretty hot commodity item. It depends on what it is, though. But yeah, cars will never steer you wrong. I mean, unless the steering wheel breaks, then it will. You know, but that's another story. Yeah, Ephemeral, that's right. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Make the Wyoming coasts. Well, this is the Wyoming coast right here. Actually, it could be the Idaho coast. But anyway, just depends on how liquid certain car parts are. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it too, Danimal. Certain car parts are worth money. That's a good investment, Dan, sure. Anyway, fellas, my brain's paced. I wanted to play cities. I ended up talking to you guys about finances for like an hour. Got a bad case of the Mondays. So, Bree wants to watch the football game, so I'm gonna go watch the professional football contest. Probably invest in land, real estate. They ain't making any more of that, X-Wing. Did you save? Yeah, of course. Enjoy the football game. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at noontime. I don't know what we'll play. Maybe we'll pipe into Stationeers tomorrow afternoon. See what's going on over there. Don't forget your TPS reports. Yeah. Pipe in over there, dude. Did about 8 hours today. Yeah, that's not enough. You need to do more. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. You know, maybe, I don't know. I kind of said I would play Kerbal. We'll play Kerbal and then Stationeers for after hours, I think. Kerbal, Space News, Stationeers. That's probably what'll happen tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a good night. I'm going to go watch some foosball. It'll be the first football I've watched this week. I didn't watch the Patriots. Why would you do that? Why? I don't want to subject myself to that. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed part 3. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.